Hi, I'm Traitor Legion, and today we're going to be looking at the Dark Angel data card pack, the new pack that will supplement the new Dark Angels Codex, which has been released in 2021. Now, these stratagems that you find in this pack, they will be duplicates. You will find these in the Codex, but as well as that, you'll get a number of psychic powers on offer as well in the form of cards too. Now, the box is neat, it's not too bulky, it's got a nice glossy sort of premium feel to it. And of course the artwork on the front is excellent. It's GW standard. The opening of the box itself is sort of like a nice tight sort of opening and close action. It's secure enough to keep your cards safe. They're not going to go flying everywhere on the table, and it'll prevent them from you losing those cards too. On the back of the box, what we can see is that we've got a number of bits of information there. We've got the set contains 24 stratagems and 7 psychic powers, printed on individual cards as handy reference for use with your Dark Angels army. You'll need a copy of the Codex, Space Marines, and the Codex Supplement Dark Angels to use the contents of this box. So yes, you need obviously a couple of bucks to help you implement these cards. Okay, let's have a look inside the box. Well, you get what I would classify as sort of categorized stratagems with this. First of all, we've got the Battle Tactics stratagem. And this really is sort of giving you an outline of strategies that you can use within different phases of the battle round. You then have the Epic Deed stratagem, which focuses on specific unit actions, which I think is quite interesting. You then have the Requisition stratagem, which is sort of a special issue and war gear relic focus stratagems, and they're very handy and there's some powerful ones in that. You then have the Strategic Ploy stratagem, which is more of a sort of a unit and objective, OBSEC sort of based stratagem. And then you have the War Gear stratagem, which can give you things such as the +1 on damage, plus attacks, extra movement, etc. And then of course you have the core strategies, the sort of generic strategies that you get across multiple codexes. And these are all sort of followed by specific chapter psychic power cards. So you get a good sort of mix in the pack. Now, having access to all these stratagems in the form of physical card and sort of as psychic powers at the side of your battle or a table is just really good, isn't it? I mean, it's much easier to use these cards than it is to actually go away and start, thumbing through a load of pages in books. I know we sometimes do it, but it's really handy and it's sort of a lot easier and keeps the flow of the game moving. What you get with these is you sort of get a quality sort of playing card. These can be bent, these can be shaped, these can be sort of knocked out of position. They can take a bit of wear and tear. They are sleek. So let's have a look at the individual cards themselves. Well, first of all, you have the category at the top of the card, you can see here. Then you have the name or the title of the stratagem or the psychic power of the card. Then you have sort of a brief narrative or description of the stratagem or the psychic power. Then you see the chapter artwork. And below that you get the detail of how to execute or perform the said stratagem or psychic power. Now just below this is the cost or the charge, be it your command point or your warp charge that you'll need to spend in order to get that card in play, which is obviously handy. And again, as we said, the benefit of these cards is that you can sort of place these active cards underneath, say, a specific miniature or next to a designated unit or character, so that you're actually less likely to forget about the benefit of that card or the fact that you've even played that card with that unit or character. I've picked a few of my favourites from this. The first one is a Battle Tactics stratagem, which is called Deathwing Assault. And basically you use this in the shooting phase once you've teleported in your Deathwing. If you're going to make a ranged attack, you can you can add one to the attack's wound roll, which will work very nicely. We then have Trephination, which I'm looking forward to see how this one works on the battlefield. But essentially, unleash this with a warp charge of 5, and if you pull this off right, you can get quite a few nasty mortal wounds, so it'll be interesting to see how that works in real world. Then we have Weapons from the Dark Age. This is a personal favourite of mine. I'll be using this with my Plasma Inceptors. I can +1 to the damage characteristics of any plasma weapon. Really pleased with some of these new stratagems and psychic powers. If you're going to pick up the Dark Angels data cards box, let me know. Let me know which cards or stratagems, tactics you think are going to be viable for your game style. Please leave your thoughts and comments below. I'd be really interested to have a discussion with you on it. If you can, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to this channel, and maybe we can start building up a small community dedicated Dark Angel enthusiasts. Thanks so much. See you all soon. It's Traitor Legion signing out.